All right, so it looks like the Supreme Council of Iran was just gathering to name a new Ayatollah, to elect a new Ayatollah. And just as they were trying to do this innocent thing, the Israelis struck while they were literally counting the votes for the appointment of the supreme leader. Now, that's just not nice.
That is not nice.
No, that's like, I don't know, it's like letting the other baseball team get out of the, not letting them out on the field while you just hit home run after home run, right?
Yeah.
It's like, or like starting a trial without the opposing attorneys being there. Like just, man. I feel like, the poor guys, this is like the scene out of the Titanic movie, right?
Right.
It's like those poor guys in the lower levels trying to get out, and it's locked in, and they say, give us a fighting chance, man.
Yeah.
Right.
It should be 50-50 chance whether the people were oppressed or it's democracy. 50-50 chance.
Always the same, yes.
Yeah. It's not fair the other way.
In fact, America should give them guns to, equalize the battlefield.
Exactly.
It's only fair.
It's only fair. They're just as good as us with their oppression of everyone.
Anyway, we'll be talking a lot about this Iranian war. As you know, we did say that it was going to be happening. I thought it was about a month and a half later. I wanted it to happen a month and a half earlier, rather.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yeah.
I'm very happy about that. And I understand it now. They needed to make sure that all the assets were in place. Here we are.
Right.
And it's really a testament to the intelligence apparatus in place in Iran, meaning the Western intelligence apparatus, Israel and America's,
right,
regarding how they blew up all these people, not only in the beginning, but also, and we'll talk about that, but during this council meeting, just killing them while they're trying to select a new leader. It's awesome.
I vote for no!
That's right. Can you imagine, like one of the survivors calling up his wife, honey, it happened again.
Yeah. He's like, I just showed my voter ID because we're legitimate. And
anyway, Mossad and the United States must have their eyes everywhere in Iran. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
If they knew about this council meeting and were able to strike again like this, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But no doubt the left will save for this and somehow say it's a horrible thing that Israel has done. Horrible.
You've become cynical, really? You think they're going to be like that?
I know. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah. Anyway, this touches upon our theme.
Yeah.
What would it take for the Democrats and liberals, generally speaking, to finally be against Iran and the radical Islamists who hate us so much?
Yeah.
I think Iran would have to be, the mullahs and everything, they would have to be so specific about what they already believe. So, like, we want to destroy all transgenders.
Yeah.
We want to kill all gays. We want to enslave all women, right?
Yeah.
All of them should be stoned or thrown off buildings, right? Their choice.
Yeah.
They are pro-choice that way, by the way.
Yeah.
We want to misgender everyone as we please.
Yeah.
No men in girls' sports and no men in girls' locker rooms ever.
Oh,
yes.
That's a bad one. Yeah.
That would get them
that might
to
get
hate.
One.
Yeah, that might be a bridge too far.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's what it would take.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Because that's what the mullahs and a lot of the Muslim world believe.
Yeah.
It just have to be explicit.
Yeah.
If they were really explicit themselves.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't even listen. Maybe CNN would just turn down the volume. Never mind. Don't listen to this guy. We're going to just support him.
Yeah,
okay?
I have a surefire way to make it so the Democrats are against Iran and the mullahs.
Tell me.
Trump becomes a mullah. That's the only way.
Or the new Ayatollah.
That's the new Ayatollah.
That's all.
Yeah, the top isn't the mullah. Like those are the those are the captains, and then the chiefs. Yeah.
Oh, man. It's getting to the point, just like the Hezbollah, the leaders and Hamas leaders, right? As soon as they become appointed as the leader, they get killed by Israel.
Which
and it got to the point where we were joking around like, Mohammed, why don't you be the leader of Hamas? No, you Ahmed, you are so, you have been working for this for so long. Yes. Yeah. And no, suddenly they're very modest.
Yeah.
So I guess the point is that push has come to shove.
The rubber has met the road.
The S has hit the fan.
We have reached the moment of truth.
It's crunch time.
The die is cast.
We've crossed the Rubicon.
It's a point of no return.
The gloves have come off.
The time of reckoning has finally arrived.
Showtime.
The wheels have come off.
All hell is breaking loose.
The dam has burst.
The chickens have come home to roost.
Pandora's box has been opened.
The jig is up.
Open up a big can of whoop-ass.
No turning back.
The gauntlet has been thrown down.
And finally, here we are. Maybe I should have ended with that one. I don't know. Anyway, that was silly, but a lot of fun. But it's true. Here we are. After 47 years, we have finally reached the moment.
47 years. My God.
You know what's fascinating about this is that Iran wanted nukes so badly.
Yeah.
Their hatred of Israel and America in the West, their need to have devastating consequences, or threats at least, against the rest of the world was so intense.
Right.
That they were willing to risk their entire country for it.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing when you think about it that way? Had they never been interested in nuclear weaponry, this would have all been avoided.
Right.
Nothing would have happened. They, sadly, would have still engaged in a lot of terrorism and such.
Right.
But if they just didn't proceed with nuclear ambitions, we'd be not talking like this at all.
Right.
But that's how crazy they are.
Yeah.
And if that's not enough to prove how crazy they are, they started throwing missiles everywhere, even on their erstwhile allies.
Really?
Right? Qatar and UAE and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I mean, you name it, they were throwing missiles there.
Right.
Not too clear about the purpose of that. My thinking is this, that they thought by bombing their allies, that maybe the allies would be confused. Where are these bombs coming from? I don't know. It must be America. Let's go to war with America.
Oh, they want to provoke something like that. Yeah.
So, look, I don't think that they were that stupid.
Right.
But they thought maybe, well, gosh, it will just get a sense that everything's happening all at once. And let's, like that movie, everything happening, whatever do they say, all at once?
Yeah.
Everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
Whatever. Stupid movie. But they thought that somehow that would create a kerfuffle, and everyone would say, "Okay, well, we're at war. Let's do stuff."
Right.
And maybe they would galvanize against Israel. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was not logical. So any crazy rationale that you ascribe to it, that's probably just as legitimate as anything else.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, so the Democrats, right away, are against this war. Okay. What's the end goal, I ask? We've only been here for 4 days. As we speak today, it's 4 days.
But 4 days of endless war.
Yes. Well, they're already talking about endless wars.
Are they actually really saying that?
Really.
Oh, they're throwing out the E word.
Yes, yes. Hakeem Jeffries and Adam Schiff, among others, they're saying that there is no threat to the United States. Let's play that clip.
Well, the administration has failed to provide any justification for these preemptive strikes. And so we'll continue to look for information that they owe the American people to suggest that there was intelligence indicating that Iran was prepared to strike the United States. Nothing has been presented to justify what's taken place up until this point, and the administration has an obligation to be able to prove that.
So that was Hakeem Jeffries, and here's Adam Schiff.
No, you're right about the Ayatollah. He was a brutal dictator. This is a murderous regime. But at the same time, it posed no imminent threat of attack to the United States. They had not reconstituted their nuclear program, which the president just months ago said had been obliterated. They do not have ballistic missiles capable of hitting the United States. There was simply no basis to go in with this massive military campaign with the goal of regime change. And the concern here is that we have unleashed factors in the region now that we cannot control.
So they're basically saying the same thing. They're saying there's no imminent threat. But it's funny, we were negotiating with them because they themselves said that they were developing their nukes and it would insist on their right to do so. And didn't the left insist that Trump had not destroyed Iran's nuclear facilities?
Yeah.
And had only set them back maybe 2 or 3 months, right? Well, if that's the case, doesn't that make it imminent again? Because it's well past 2 or 3 months since last June.
Right.
So, and what does it mean, imminent?
Yeah.
should we have waited until a nuclear attack? The missiles are actually on their way. Does that constitute imminence?
Yeah.
Anyway, the Democrats have demanded an emergency meeting to undo this war.
We're going to talk about it.
Yes, yes. And I think what really pisses them off, Devin, is that once again, President Trump has not engaged the United Nations. They are totally irrelevant in the picture, which I love.
I didn't even notice that, but like they actually are irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Yeah.
I'll teach them English eventually.
I'll pronounce it one day.
So here's your girlfriend, Kamala.
Yeah.
She tweeted the following. Donald Trump is dragging the United States into a war the American people do not want. Let me be clear. I'm opposed. I think she's channeling her inner Obama.
Yeah.
Let me be clear. I am opposed to a regime change war in Iran.
Yeah.
And our troops are being put in harm's way for the sake of Trump's war of choice. Okay, first of all, troops are not really being put in harm's way. I mean, there are no troops on the ground, as it were.
Right.
Yes, I agree that it's inherently dangerous, but still, it's not quite that, lady.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then this idea that this is a regime change war. No. Who said that?
Yeah.
We'd love the regime to change.
Right.
We're hoping the people of Iran themselves will change the regime, and we're trying to make the circumstances such that they can do it by themselves.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But it only proves, if only Kamala were president, how wonderful this country would be.
Yeah.
And all she would have to do is say, don't. Just gives me the shudders to think of it.
Or what she would do is she would say, there's no way Iran is going to ever develop nuclear weapons because here are some. And she would arm them there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Because that's who she is. Yeah.
Here she is. And this is a juxtaposition between her, Biden, and then Trump. Okay, so check this out.
What's the message to Iran?
Don't. Mr. President, to Iran in this moment.
Don't.
I'm going to bomb the shit out of them. It's true. I don't care.
Oh my God, that was fantastic. Yeah. That was just, I mean, that's exactly what we need.
Right.
All this time saying don't and such, you think that that's going to be sufficient?
Right.
Iran, you've been saying don't to Iran for 47 years. In the meantime, they've been killing us softly, and sometimes pretty loudly for all that time.
Right.
They blew up the U.S. Marine barracks in Beirut, Lebanon, back in 1983.
Yeah.
The Cobalt Towers, the USS Cole. I mean, and it goes on.
Right.
With a lot of other terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
Argentinian attacks. I mean, how many? Like at least 1,500 Americans that they killed in the 47 years, and that's just direct attacks.
Right.
Through their proxies, of course, a lot more.
Yeah.
So bad stuff. I'm really. The idea that you think don't is sufficient.
Right.
Like that is how you can deter people. Well, okay, at some point you got to actually punch them.
Yeah.
It's like the bullying school. I actually had a situation like this with a good friend of mine. He was huge.
Yeah.
Okay. And there was a kind of a smaller kid that was constantly, teasing him and bullying him.
Yeah.
And the guy never seemed to be able to punch back.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to just punch back once,
right?
At least,
yeah.
But unless we actually unless we actually do it once in a while, it won't mean a thing,
right?
Don't do that. That's just wagging the finger.
No,
nothing more.
Yeah, you really have to show them what it is. They have to know, oh, this specific thing will be the consequence, or something like that. Yeah.
This from the Washington Post: Democrats demand an immediate vote to restrain Trump on Iran.
God.
Congress is expected to vote on 2 resolutions that to seek to block further military action, the latest test of a long-shot strategy to reassert lawmakers' war powers. Yeah, good luck on that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what the president does. Yeah. This is definitely his domain, and it won't matter whether he loses the House or the Senate in November of this year.
Yeah.
It won't matter. He will still have the same authority.
Right.
And they don't like that. They just don't.
No.
Both CNN and MS Now are complaining that America is not thinking of next steps. Hope is not a plan, I hear them say.
Really? Because I remember that being a campaign slogan. But yeah.
Hope and change.
Yeah.
As if America has done this like half-cocked and just for kicks strategy here.
Yeah.
Yes, after it's so sudden after 47 years of terror.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Why couldn't they have given more bribes a chance.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like that John Lennon song, right? All we are saying is give bribes a chance.
Yep. Yeah, because these religious fundamentalists only care about money.
Yes.
Like, what are you thinking? They're religious. They're willing to die for their cause. It's
they are
crazy.
silly people, my friend.
Yeah.
Silly.
They're nuts.
But, okay, finally,
yeah.
the moment you've been waiting for
Yes.
to sometimes you wait. When is this guy going to speak?
Right.
And when I say this guy, you know who I'm speaking about.
Yes. The one we all want to hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
David North, national chairperson of the Socialist Equality Party here in the United States.
Yeah.
He has finally broken his silence.
Thank God.
And he's opposing the war.
Oh.
Yep. And he's calling not only that, for an immediate end to this illegal attack.
So he has logical support for his thought.
Absolutely. Yeah. Here you go. Here's his words of wisdom.
Which has not attacked the United States and poses no threat to it. Within the first hours of this criminal attack, at least 24 students were killed in an airstrike on a girls' school in Manab, in southern Iran. How many more thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands will be killed in the days ahead?
Well, so he didn't seem to be on the web talking about the 30,000 people that have already been killed by the regime just for protesting.
Yeah.
But this matters to him. Now he cares.
Yeah.
Innocent people suddenly mean something to him.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I don't even know if I believe him about the 24 girls.
Yeah.
But even if he were right, that's war.
Right.
Tragically, that's war. Okay. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Trump recognizes it. I think everyone recognizes it. So spare me your indignation, sir.
Yeah.
Because you sound like a loser, and you are a loser. Nobody listens to you.
Yeah.
Before I kind of stumbled on this video, I didn't know who David North was.
Right.
Ridiculous.
No, he's just, and this is his 10 minutes of fame just to, I'm going to criticize and put down. And it's like, thank you for absolutely no information, absolutely no original thought. Thank you.
Yeah. And he once again opines, like the others, that there was no imminent threat.
Right.
Right. This is, I don't think he said regime change, but he said it's illegal. That's what he said.
According to what jurisdiction?
What jurisdiction? Yeah. So why did we attack now?
Yeah.
Opportunity.
Right.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Okay. All the things we just said, the moment has come, it's the S has hit the fan and so forth. This is the time to do it.
Yeah.
Iran was weak. And what's so funny is that there's kind of memes going around saying, Israel led America into this. He was sucker punched into this. He was forced into this somehow.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So let me get this straight. The fact that we had massive military buildup for months now, ready to go, and we planned for it for even more than that.
Right.
That has nothing to do with this attack. No, we're just there.
Yeah.
We're in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we thought we'd throw a lot of bombs.
Exactly.
Just like you're in the neighborhood, you pay somebody a visit.
As liberals say, if hating America doesn't work, let's do anti-Semitism.
Yes.
We have those two options, the left and the right hand.
Anyway, the point is, it was Israel's fault.
Yep.
And it was totally impetuous on our part.
Yeah.
No
not
planning.
thought through. Yeah.
Okay. So fine. So let's buy their argument. Let's say they were suckered into it.
Right.
Doesn't that mean that America could just say, okay, we're pulling out right now?
Right.
After one day.
Yeah.
But no, there's obviously we want to continue on with this. We want to just destroy the mullahs. This is a perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
If we didn't do that, then the world, including the left, would say, you had the opportunity, you didn't do it, you let so many other people die, millions of others, and then we'd be blamed for that.
Right.
To say nothing of, God forbid, a nuclear warhead somehow coming our way.
Yeah.
And then they'd say, you could have stopped this.
Right.
You bastard Trump, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is. Take a listen to how Marco Rubio parlays it, and I think he does a pretty damn good job. Check this out.
Of this mission. The second question that's been asked is, why now? Well, there's two reasons why now. The first is it was abundantly clear that if Iran came under attack by anyone, the United States or Israel or anyone, they were going to respond against the United States. The orders had been delegated down to the field commanders. It was automatic, and in fact, it bared to be true, because in fact, within an hour of the initial attack on the leadership compound, the missile forces in the south and in the north, for that matter, had already been activated to launch. In fact, those had already been pre-positioned. The third is the assessment that was made that if we stood and waited for that attack to come first before we hit them, we would suffer much higher casualties. And so the president made the very wise decision. We knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. We knew that that would precipitate an attack against American forces. And we knew that if we didn't preemptively go after them before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties and perhaps even higher those killed. And then we would all be here answering questions about why we knew that and didn't act.
Yes. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Exactly right. And the fact is that you do want to go ahead of it. You always want to be preemptive.
Right.
And that's what we're doing. What would you rather us do?
Yeah.
You really want to wait till Iran does something massive toward us?
Yeah.
I mean, even with 9/11, almost 3,000 people killed.
Yeah.
And somehow we still resisted going to war against Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And the taste for war really quickly abated.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty damn bad day.
Yeah.
Okay. And here we are trying to avoid that.
Right.
You want another, what do you want? You want a nuclear attack on a city before you say, okay, now we need to do something? Yeah. Really? Is that your plan? And by the way, it's not just the nuclear fission stuff going on. It's all the ballistics that are being played out and built up so that it would make it that much harder for us to go destroy the nuclear facilities. So they would want to avoid what happened last year in June.
Yeah.
No, we are going to destroy the ballistics just as much as we are the nuclear facilities. These people are crazy. They are evil, and they need to be stopped.
And a good example of that is you can tell what kind of person a person is by how they treat their children or how they treat like the elderly people in their own house. How does Iran and the Ayatollah treat the people who go down the street and want to protest? Oh, he completely slaughters them. That shows exactly who he is. It's horrible, and you need to actually realize who we're fighting against.
You would think so.
Yeah. That is a thought.
But they make so many excuses for these people. I mean, that's the funny thing is that they love, they hate Trump so much that they will actually side with the Iranians because Trump is fighting the Iranians.
Yeah.
So they really take that expression, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, to a whole nother level.
Completely.
Very bizarre. But this really is the moment of truth, as it were. We joked around about that long list of things, but that is also true when it comes to the Democrats. Here is a situation where we're dealing with true evil, the Iranians, and all the things they do to gays, to women, transgenders, minorities of all kinds. They will kill you.
Yeah.
And those who survive, they won't have any freedom.
No.
There's no First Amendment equivalent in Iran. Of course not.
No.
You look at the Iranian regime askance at all, you're going to be disappeared one way or the other.
Yeah.
And yet you side with them.
Yeah.
And this is something that you've got to work out with yourself.
Right.
Because as we talked about last week, is there anything that you disagree with when it comes to that you agree with when it comes to the Trump administration in terms of what they've done and the positions they've held and such? I would think this would be one of those things, right?
Yeah.
But they hate it.
Yeah.
They hate it because they're supposed to hate it. Because if Trump is for it, they're against it. And they're against it to the 11th degree.
Right.
I didn't even bring up this example last week
of
the ballroom that that they wanted to change in the White House, right?
Yeah.
People are just as animated and hostile to that with such hatred as they are the way ICE detains and deports various illegal immigrants, right?
Yeah.
And you would think it's just a ballroom.
Right.
Funded by private people.
Yeah.
And it's going to make the place look nicer. Why are you complaining about this?
Yeah.
No, it's a sacrosanct place. Really?
That one thing is
that
for
one
you
thing.
People?
Really, what? There's no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah.
So it's a good example. That if you ask a liberal how they feel about the ballroom and you see their face get all red, you know you've got a nut on your hands because it's a great litmus test to see do they really suffer from Trump derangement syndrome, and that will be a great point, a data point.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't you get it? The Iranians have no intention to use a nuclear bomb. They told us. Yeah. They said it many times. They have no intention to use a nuclear bomb until they actually get a nuclear bomb. So you got it?
Yeah.
It's basic logic right
there.
So they're peaceful.
Completely peaceful.
They're not using it right now.
Yeah.
Therefore, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll see here this new expression, the war of choice. Okay, meaning, and these are talking points that you hear repeated over and over again. Regime change war, war of choice. What else did we say before? Oh, God. No imminent threat.
Yeah, or endless war too.
Endless war, yeah. So these are talking points they just repeated. They put it on cycle. Right. So let me get this straight. It's a war of choice. Okay, so we should just wait to be attacked. And even after responding to an actual attack, that's a choice too.
That'd still be a choice. Yeah.
So you should only fight when you have no choice. Is that your reasoning?
Yeah.
I mean, think, people. Think. Okay?
It makes no sense. And I thought they were the ones who are pro-choice.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
a great point.
I had to do that.
No, that's good. I was just going to say, I think they'd be happy now. Good point.
Yeah.
They're pro-choice. This is from the New York Times. Nations are usually wary about killing the leaders of other countries. In addition to moral and legal concerns, what's the morality involved in killing a monster like the Ayatollah?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, how many tens of thousands of people has he been responsible for killing?
And the torture he does to the people too.
Yeah. So in addition to moral and legal concerns, there can be unintended consequences. Oh, suddenly the left is interested in unintended consequences.
No, seriously.
I love it.
I think this is the first time when they actually use this word. This is not something they use.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
These are the people that are happy to engage in socialism. No consequences there.
Yeah, unfettered illegal immigration. Yes, no consequences. What could be an unintended consequence?
Print a lot of money, just dump it into the nation.
Yeah,
right? Okay, so what are the unintended consequences? Well, how will the enemy retaliate? Oh, we have no idea. We're just going to throw a bunch of bombs and not expect them to retaliate, or have no idea how they might retaliate.
Yeah.
What if the successor is worse? Ooh, what precedent is set? Okay, so this argument is so stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, you could say the same thing about any war in the past.
You're right.
Toppling Hitler, for example. What if the next leader after Hitler is worse?
Yeah.
So let's not go to war with Hitler.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly the same argument.
Yeah.
Anyway, 49 leaders were killed on the very first hour, I think.
Wow.
Israel
leaders. Wow.
Israel and America, including Khamenei.
Yeah.
Israel and the United States had fantastic intelligence, and they decided, okay, we got to move up our plans. Boom, let's go.
Yeah.
But this is very funny. The New York Times and the Washington Post treated the death of Khamenei with great affection, even sadness.
They did. Yeah.
The obituary describes him with admiring tones. With his spectacles, Palestinian keffiyeh, long robes and silver beard, Ayatollah Khamenei cast himself as a religious scholar, as well as a writer and translator of works on Islam. He affected an avuncular and magnanimous aloofness, running the country from a perch above the jostling of daily politics. Yes, never mind that no decision could be made without him.
Yeah.
Okay? The pretense that somehow other people were in control making the decision, and he's just kind of like a titular head, like King Charles from England. That's what they're trying to make him out to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, the title of the piece would lead you to think he died of natural causes. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, hardline cleric who made Iran a regional power, is dead at 86.
At least they said hardline.
Doesn't say, killed.
Yeah.
And they engage in flagrant historical revisionism. Despite his deep mistrust of the West, he agreed to a landmark nuclear deal in 2015 that restricted Iran's right to enrich uranium in exchange for the lifting of international sanctions. You see how reasonable he was?
Very reasonable, yeah.
His mistrust was validated 3 years later. So his mistrust was validated.
So he was right.
He was right to distrust us.
Yeah, and who was the untrusty one is us.
Yes. When Mr. Trump, withdrew from the agreement, restoring the sanctions and piling on new ones. Oh, yeah. Not to be outdone, the Washington Post leaned on that same gentle word, avuncular. With his bushy white beard and easy smile, Ayatollah Khomeini cut a more avuncular figure in public than his perpetually scowling but much more revered mentor, and he was known to be fond of Persian poetry and classic Western novels, especially Victor Hugo's Les Miserables. He's just just like us.
Yeah.
Yes. Gavin Newsom should go in front of him. We're just like you.
Yeah.
My SAT score was 960.
Exactly. He's like, well, I can read. Yeah.
Yes, but apparently this guy read Les Miserables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Victor Hugo.
In the original Persian.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're worried about everything. And now they're talking about the dreaded lone wolf attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and that's one of the unintended consequences, no doubt, right?
Right.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So we should not go to war because of the possibility that sleeper cells are all over our nation and they're going to be activated.
Yeah.
Right? I've heard this so many times.
Yeah.
I've been on the planet for now, this is my 7th decade. Oh, man.
Wow.
And I have, beginning of my 7th decade, thank you. But I've heard this so many times and never has there been such an activation.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe one or two people decide to throw a bomb or two, and that's bad. Don't get me wrong. We'll talk of one. We don't even know if he was part of a sleeper cell.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's like global warming, although they keep on throwing these deadlines. We're all going to die drowning by the year 2012.
Right.
By the year 2013.
Yeah.
Okay. And so on. But it never happens.
Yeah.
So same thing with lone wolf attacks.
I don't know. What if they actually preemptively set their sleeper cells, an army of transgenders, to wreak havoc on the United States for the last couple of years, because they seem to be the demo that's doing all the killing, and we just haven't noticed this yet.
This has been the Devin Goodman Podcast.
Do you think I'm on?
That's awesome.
More sane than a liberal or not? Who knows?
That's an idea so crazy, it just might work. Anyway, China, Russia, and many other countries are now realizing that Trump means what he says.
Yeah.
They're like Vinny from My Cousin Vinny when he talks to the court. And he says, "You were serious about that?" That's my favorite line.
Yeah.
When he tells the judge that he didn't realize the judge meant it when he told him to dress more formally.
Yeah.
You were serious about that. Anyway, yes, he's serious about that.
Yeah.
And it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So, man, oh man, it's I don't mind everyone looking at Trump as that impossible guy that you don't know what he's going to do next.
Right.
But you and I know exactly what he's going to do next. That's the thing, is that he's predictable to us.
Right.
He's unpredictable to everyone who hates him.
Yeah.
They can't get the rhyme or reason. We can.
Yeah.
The rhyme or reason is that he's protecting America.
Right.
He wants to avoid these sleeper cells and these terrorist attacks and vast illegal immigration into the country.
Yeah.
And so he's doing what he said he was going to do.
Right.
How much more predictable can you be?
Yeah.
That's the bottom line, right?
You Barak Lurie, have been predicting this for the past 3 months or something. Like you were on it. I was like, it'll probably be in the summer. It'll probably be nope. Yeah.
And I said it has to happen.
Yeah.
It could not happen.
Yeah.
Because had he turned tail at that point, they would say, okay, well, this is the ultimate moment. And Marco Rubio brought that up. This is the opportunity.
Yeah.
What other time? And Trump himself said this may be the last time in decades that you'll have this opportunity. Seize it. Take it.
Yeah.
So Trump to the Iranian Revolutionary Guard says the following: surrender for immunity or prepare to die. I love it.
Cool. Yeah.
I call this the Princess Bride tactic. Right? My name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Yes. Anyway, God bless Trump for all this. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
He's not allowing for any off ramps.
No.
None. Just it's victory or total surrender.
Yeah.
Nothing else. We have to take total advantage at this point. We have the total advantage.
Yeah.
But some countries are not so jiggy with our ideas. I mean,
really?
Yeah, Germany's with us. England is now with us.
Nice.
Spain, not so much.
The Ispan. Don't they have like a young woman prince or royalty?
I don't know.
Or
I think
something?
I don't know what you're talking about, mister.
Yeah.
Are you confusing with the Mexican president?
No, not Sheinbaum.
Because I was about to call
I know
you
she's going to be against
racist,
that.
you know,
But like,
that.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spain refused to agree to provide bases for the U.S., and Trump responds by not doing business with Spain anymore.
He did?
He's taking his marbles and going home. I love it.
Tariff.
It's easy. Just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really, Spain, you totally depend on us.
Yeah.
And we say bye-bye.
Yeah.
Okay. By contrast, Britain has now backtracked and decided to give the U.S. permission, after all, to use the RAF, Royal Air Force, air bases to strike Tehran's infrastructure.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, with the sponsor state of Iran seriously wounded, speculation is that the mullahs have spurred their surrogates to help or try to help. Israel's response hit Beirut as well because Hezbollah has decided to start getting into the fray.
Right.
This is from the Times of Israel. Hezbollah terror group entered the fray to assist its backer Iran with its relentless attacks against the Jewish state. The terror group's attacks were met with immediate fury from Israel and waves of airstrikes across Lebanon, including in the capital Beirut. Okay. For the first time ever, this is cool.
Yeah.
Israel has used the Iron Beam air defenses to destroy Hezbollah rockets using a powerful laser rather than interceptor missiles.
Whoa.
Pretty
That's
cool.
actually really cool.
It's very good. I knew about this development. I was very excited about it.
Yeah.
It's far more efficient.
Yeah.
It's quicker. It's more accurate. Far less expensive. Okay.
Is it land-based or is it like
land-based. You can just, it's like pointing a laser. Wow. You just don't like that missile. Boom.
That
done.
is nice.
And because it goes at basically at the speed of light.
Right.
So you don't have to time your missile to hit it just so.
Yeah.
So they're using that now as the technology.
Wow.
Totally game changer.
Yeah.
U.S. President Donald Trump has called on the people of Iran to rise up against the regime, explicitly tying U.S. interests in the region to regime change and preventing a nuclear-armed Iran.
God, that would be amazing. Oh my God, Iran about democracy. Oh my God, that would be awesome.
Look, even if it went back to what it was like under the Shah, that could be wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fantastic. I saw videos of what it was like in the 70s in Tehran. Beautiful. People were walking around. It's like a beautiful European city.
Yeah.
Women walking around, feeling very comfortable, dressing as scantily as they like.
As they should.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's right. Keep on going. I'm doing it for you, ladies.
That is your right, your choice.
We are there for you.
Yeah, we support your war of choice of wearing those. Yeah.
Yes, the more skin, the better. So, but the Iranian representative in the UN has a fantastic counterpunch.
Yeah.
He's telling our ambassador, Mike Waltz, that he needs to be polite. Yes. If only
Not
we were
stop
polite.
bombing us. It's like, sir, can you be more polite when you...
If only we were more polite, then we might not have this, conflict in the first place.
We never wanted nuclear bombs, bro. We just wanted you to be just a little more polite.
Yes, please. Yes, you say please. You say please. We no more. We won't have nuclear ambitions anymore. You just didn't say magic word. Yes. Here you go. Check this out.
Thank you. I have one word only. I advise to the representative of the United States to be polite. It will be better for yourself and the country you represented. Thank you.
The representative of the United States has asked for the floor to make a further statement.
Frankly, I'm not going to dignify this with another response, especially as this representative sits here in this body representing a regime that has killed tens of thousands of its own people and imprisoned many more simply for wanting freedom from your tyranny. The most fundamental duty of any sovereign government is the protection of its people. Operation Epic Fury is directed towards specific and strategic objectives to dismantle...
Anyway, I think you get the idea here. What I think is so funny here is that he thinks that he did some sort of mic drop moment. I advise you to be more polite.
Yeah.
And then he sits back, like waiting for the, silent applause. And, and people, Democrats, I call them, will all be clapping like seals. and barking and just saying, wow, this is really wonderful. He sure showed Mike Waltz what's what, I'll tell you. What's so funny also is that, like, okay, so I think that we are being very polite.
Yeah.
We could totally annihilate Iran in the span of seconds.
Yeah.
So we are very politely dropping very targeted bombs.
Yeah.
That's our politeness. How about that?
Yeah.
It's all about perspective at the end of the day.
But being polite.
Polite, yes.
The unpolite war.
Yes. Yes. What a great response, though, from him, right? Saying, look, you killed tens of thousands of your own people, and you want us to be polite?
Yeah.
This is, how dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, do your Greta Thunberg. Go.
How dare you?
So
rude.
It's not a Broccoli podcast without at least one "How dare you," as imitated by Devin
prophetic,
Goodman.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. The commission taking over control of the nation in the midst of its war against two global superpowers is, meaning Israel and the United States, is a short-term stopgap. This is according to the New York Times. Ultimately, a new leader will be selected by clerics within the state's theocratic constitution. Yeah. As long as they don't get blown up every time they meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But by the way, I love how they call Israel a superpower.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If only.
Yeah.
If only.
Yeah. Getting there. Yeah.
That's so fun. One thing I love about, speaking of that, one of the things I love about these past few years, and maybe even more particularly the past 2 years, is how the world has been discovering how mighty Israel truly is.
Yeah.
It's advanced, it's determined, and probably the most effective intelligence machine in the world.
Yeah.
They're creative, innovative, and just a damn pleasure to visit.
Yeah.
It's just an amazing place that is this oasis in the middle of this horrific area called the Middle East.
Yeah.
Horrific.
Yeah.
But there it is.
Yeah.
A beautiful oasis. And people don't realize that this is not Israel's war.
Right.
It's America's war.
Yeah.
It's the West's war. If Israel were not there, it would be so much easier for Israel to completely dominate and project even more power against the West.
Right.
And being angry with Israel it's very funny. It's like, I think I made this analogy before. It's like you're on a compound of some kind, and there are guards in front of the compound, right? And you hear this scuffling, and the guards are trying to protect the compound.
Yeah.
And people are running toward the guards, and they're yelling at them and starting to beat them up, and the guards are fighting back, trying to defend the big fence and the compound. And you, looking from a distance, seeing all this, say, wow, those guards must be jerks.
Yeah.
I really don't like them.
Yeah.
It's their fault somehow.
Yeah.
No, but they're protecting you.
Right.
You do see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The Russians, the Chinese, the North Koreans, and even their own Arab neighbors don't support Iran.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's that word, don't.
Yeah.
So
don't.
maybe that's what Kamala Harris meant and Biden. Don't support Iran to the bad guys countries. Right. But the good news, don't worry, Iran.
Yeah.
The Democrats do. They love you.
Yeah.
So when all hope is lost and the Chinese and the Russians, North Koreans don't support you, you can count on the American Democrats.
Right.
God bless them.
God bless them. Yeah.
Other Gulf states have not been joining the Iranians. They are totally alone.
Oh, nice.
What did they think? That by striking the other Gulf states, they would say, thank you, we'd love to join.
Yeah.
This is really what we want.
Yeah.
We are wondering when you will throw bombs at us so that we could activate ourselves against America with you. Right? That's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just as good a reasoning. I don't know. Saudi Arabia is suddenly very friendly with Israel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This is from Hot Air. Saudi Arabia, forget what we said earlier. We're all in.
Did they say that?
Yes.
Oh, forget that.
Even the Palestinians are not into Iran right now.
Yeah.
Really? Well, yeah.
Wow.
Why would they be? They saw that the great, glorious, consequences of Hamas.
Someone is impolite.
That was good. But it's so funny they talk about unintended consequences, right? I mean, but when October 7 happened, they were thinking, did they talk about unintended consequences in the New York Times and the Washington Post? Did they say, oh, this might lead to the end of Iran and Hezbollah and Hamas? They only thought about, well, maybe this will finally bring Israel to the peace table to negotiate reasonably somehow, or give the Palestinians their beloved state. That's all they could think of. They couldn't see past their nose. But here it is. Now the Palestinians are dumping Iran too. Perhaps they learned a lesson or two. Saudi Arabia condemns Iran's blatant aggression and violations of the sovereignty of the UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, and Jordan, and expresses full solidarity with the states, meaning the United States, and warns of grave consequences if such breaches of international law continue.
Almost as if they respect a strong leader, which
That's
is odd.
so crazy an idea.
I don't understand it.
I don't know. You need to diagram that for me. Saudi Arabia is saying, we are putting all our capabilities at the disposal of the UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait, Jordan, and Qatar. Right now, they're not saying Israel. It's fine. I get that. But they're basically saying, we're united with you against Iran.
That's wonderful.
Now, keep in mind, Iran, as you know, is not an Arab country. It's also not a Shiite country.
Right.
Sorry, it is a Shiite country.
Yeah, it's not a Sunni country. Yeah.
And so there's already that resistance and tension between Iran on the one hand and the various other Muslim countries on the other. So they've increasingly isolated themselves, and they do so at their own peril. It's fascinating stuff. But now Saudi Arabia, I think it's going to galvanize much more in favor of Israel, seeing that Israel is a winner, knows what it's doing. The world now sees, you know what? How about this? How about we don't F with Israel anymore? Okay. You know, you could do another pizza attack in Jerusalem. It's not going to change the dynamic. Okay? You think in your bizarre head that somehow the Israelis will be so fed up with a terrorist attack that kills 2 people here, a terrorist attack which kills 4 people there, or even a horrible one like on October 7, and they'll say, you know what, we've had enough.
Right.
You just take our land. You should now know that Israel will do everything it can to preserve itself. And you will come out the loser. That is the bottom line of what they should learn from this incident, and for that matter, this war, from what happened back in June of last year, and the entire response to October 7. You got to get the message. I think the Palestinians are getting this message.
Right.
So I'm very happy about this. The Iranian ambassador to the UN complains about human rights and how this war has now killed hundreds of its citizens. Hundreds!
Oh, wow. That's actually really
I know, it's
polite.
Funny.
Yeah, that's
only the Iranian regime itself should have the right to kill its people. Yes. That's what you call sovereignty.
They're tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands. Look, Iran has acted exactly as every dictatorship tends to act. Only in a far more toxic way. But this is what dictatorships do. Iran is what's that? You know, following the playbook to a T.
Right.
They act crazy. They are deranged. They are full of hate. They seek scapegoats one way or the other, and they're not transparent with themselves.
Right.
And they lie to themselves. So, you know, kind of like the Democrat Party now that I think about it.
They do have a lot in common.
They have a lot in common.
A lot,
So that is what we're seeing here. The Iranians' failure to engage in transparency, failure to be reasonable in any way whatsoever. They don't want to grow.
Right.
They just want to destroy.
And
that allows them to maintain power, I suppose. But it's so interesting. Had they just simply said, look, we want to be a theocracy, and we just want to rule in a Muslim way, and we don't care about the rest of the world. Just, you know, you want to be a Muslim in a Shiite way. No, Sunni way.
No, Shiite way.
Shiite way. Come to Iran. It'll be lovely.
Right.
You'll enjoy the food, everything else. And that wouldn't be so bad. But instead, their main mission is to destroy. That is their number one agenda. You don't see that in other religious countries.
No.
Israel, a Jewish country, doesn't do that. And you have to ask why.
Right.
And we're going to talk about that in a second. The Iranian game was to keep going until they would develop nukes. This is the bottom line.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they would have the whole world on its back.
Right.
So, acting just like North Korea is acting now.
Yeah.
There's only so much we can do with North Korea.
Right.
They always have the threat of nuclear options, and if you pretend to be crazy enough, okay, we won't do anything with you, North Korea.
Right.
Now, Iran was hoping to achieve that status, and it was just totally unacceptable, especially in the Middle East.
Yeah.
It's very different in North Korea. You're not too worried about a conflagration of nuclear arms race in Asia.
Right.
Okay. First of all, a couple of them already have nukes anyway.
Yeah.
But you're not too worried about South Korea developing nukes or the Philippines developing nukes. It's just not. It's not that way in the East. But in the Middle East, where you have a lot of crazies out there, a lot of extreme radicals, that's all we need, and the world ends.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why we have to push back, and that's the reason why Trump correctly says we have no choice.
Yeah.
We need to respond to this imminent threat. It is an imminent threat. If it's not happening, if you can't see it, to them, the only way an imminent threat can be recognized is if the Iranian army completely surrounds America somehow and with nuclear arms. And then you can respond.
Right.
But that's it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
So the Iranian regime itself tells the world that it wants to destroy Israel, wants to destroy the United States.
Yeah.
And what's our response? Right?
Yeah.
That we shouldn't believe them?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. They're going to say, hey, it was just a joke. Dang, can't you take a joke?
I was just being polite.
Exactly. It's funny. I mean, look, if we know anything from Hitler and from virtually every bad guy out there, but when they tell you they want to kill you, believe them.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll literally just say what they want to do.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
They say that they want to destroy Israel first and then America.
Right.
Believe them.
Yeah.
Okay. And the fact that they are so hot to trot about getting nuclear arms and had to have the IAEA inspect them and of course cheat the entire process, and 60% enrichment here and 50% there, or whatever it might be. It means that they want to destroy us.
Yeah.
They certainly don't want to do it for actual nuclear energy, right? I mean, we know that that's nonsense. But they think that you'll believe them.
Yeah.
And the people like Roger Waters and other idiots like him, they will believe them because that's what they want to believe. But more because they hate Israel and America so much that they'll believe anything that bad guys say.
Yeah.
It's all psychological. It's very interesting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. We said that we'd talk a little bit about the sleeper cell phenomenon.
Yeah.
And there's the possibility of that, at least according to some, not to me, that in Austin there was this Texas terrorist shooting.
Right.
And it's one guy, and he wears a T-shirt that says "Property of Allah."
Yeah.
And I think he says Allah Akbar at some point while he's doing a shooting. I'm not 100% sure about that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Right? The police remain baffled as to his motive. Baffled. Why would he be doing this?
Yeah.
My guess is that he's a white supremacist. You heard it here first on the Barak Lurie podcast.
I could see that, yeah.
Yes, he looks black, from Senegal.
Yeah.
But I don't want to make any assumptions.
No.
Like, that time when I called you dude the other day and you got a bit out of whack about that because you said I was making assumptions.
Yeah. I ain't no dude. But yeah.
I'm going to wrap up with something slightly controversial.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Do the Muslims, particularly the Iranian Muslims, do they believe in the same God that you and I believe in? And for that matter, the God that Christians believe in? In other words, do the Muslims believe in the same God as Jews and Christians believe in?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that Christians believe in the same God I believe in.
Right.
Okay. 10 Commandments. They absorb the entire Exodus story just as much as if it's their own.
Right.
Great. But I don't think that the Muslims, Allah is not God.
No.
It's a completely different God. And that's not to say that we're better.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in my God, and I think my God is the correct God. I think he's the only God.
Yeah.
But they don't believe in God at all.
No.
Okay, now how can I say that? And not only that, can I say there's no way that they can believe it?
Yeah.
doing what they did on October 7,
Yeah.
and with what they did with the hostages, there's no way that they could do that if they truly believed in what we know as the Judeo-Christian God.
No.
If they did believe in the Judeo-Christian God, they wouldn't have done those things.
Right.
Certainly not in the name of the Judeo-Christian God.
No.
Because they would believe in the sanctity of every human being.
Yep.
And if you believe in the sanctity of every human being, you wouldn't chop off their breasts, behead them, put them in microwaves, rape them, burn them alive, and all those horrific things that they did.
Yeah.
So here's a thought experiment. Let's say, okay, we Americans and Israelis don't go chasing to kill and maim and butcher children and women and old men.
Not at all.
Even in this conflict.
Yeah.
Okay? We will not do anything close to the things that we saw happen on October 7 to the Jews. We won't be doing that to the Muslims. No. Even if there were a land invasion, I don't think there will be a land invasion. But let's say that we did. Again, just a thought experiment. Can you imagine any soldier going in, a Christian soldier, a Jewish soldier, going in and starting to rape the women and cut off their breasts and play soccer with their breasts and that sort of thing? I mean, that's what we saw.
Yeah, it would be you would have to release the most violent, horrible criminals out of prison.
Right.
That's the only way that army would do that. Yeah.
And if we were to take anyone as prisoner, we wouldn't start torturing them the way they did our hostages.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And it's something that's been gnawing at me. I mean, I'm not saying you don't believe in Allah. I do believe you believe in Allah.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you believe in God.
Right.
There's a difference.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, maybe the Iranians are telling us that Allah is the same as God. I don't see that.
Yeah.
Precisely because of what I'm learning from what happened on October 7. People are literally doing these horrific things to these people and saying, God is great. Well, I know that God wouldn't think that that's so great.
No.
That's one thing. And then secondly, one very simple thing. Not only would our God not allow this because of the sanctity of every individual, even when they're our enemies.
Yeah.
In fact, in the Torah, we have obligations of how to treat prisoners.
Yeah.
And you must treat them kindly.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, this is the first time in history that a book actually codified how you should treat prisoners.
Right.
Putting that aside, there's also the whole commandment in the Quran that the trees and the rocks will reveal to you that there are Jews behind them.
Yeah.
You know, defying nature, of course. And the trees will speak to you saying, there's a Jew behind me.
Yeah.
Go kill him. So let me try to square that one, right? Because here's the Quran saying, go kill the Jews.
Yeah.
Whereas the Torah, which Christians call the Old Testament, says those who curse the Jews will be cursed.
Yeah.
And those who bless will be blessed.
Yeah.
Very pro-Jew.
Right.
And the Christians understand that.
Yeah.
So I would call that an inconsistency.
100%.
So you can say Allah is right. Okay,
right.
maybe you believe that Allah is right. We'll find out when we all die, I suppose.
Right.
But they ain't the same God.
No.
Okay.
And you get what you pay. Like, you sow what you reap. Like, if you look at what happens in predominantly Muslim countries versus what happens in the other countries, it's pretty cut and dry. Like, the jury's out. You know, you know what they're saying. You know.
Look, you need to look at any Muslim predominant country, or Muslim dominant country, and you have to say, look, what are they producing?
Yeah.
Are they making the world a better place?
Yeah. Putting
aside productions and investments and inventions like I don't know, the car, the airplane, and things like that. That's important. Okay, all those things are important. Just put them aside. But the idea of actually advancing the good with a capital G.
Yeah.
It seems to me that much of what I'm seeing from Islam, at least Iranian Islam, Hezbollah, Hamas, and so on, much of what I'm seeing in the Middle East is about conquest.
Yeah.
Not the good, the conquest.
Yeah.
And it's a game of numbers. As grab as many people as you can, convert them to Islam or force them to that, or risk dying. And if they don't, and they somehow still survive, then you force them to pay a huge penalty.
Yeah.
And you're done.
Yeah.
That's not the Christian way.
No.
That's not the Jewish way. I can tell you that. And one of them is not advancing civilization.
Yeah.
Just tell me, what have these countries done? Now, before you say, "Oh, what are you talking about? We invented algebra." I mean, the Arabs invented algebra and the numeric system that we use today.
Yeah.
Not so fast.
Yeah.
Not true. Okay. It was assumed to be Arabic.
Right.
But there are a lot of things that are ascribed to some people that are just not true.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I don't know, the Red Sea.
Yeah.
It's not the Red Sea. It's the Sea of Reeds, and it was mistranslated, right? So there's also misascriptions to the Arab world when it really came from India.
Yeah.
The numbers that we now know and love. And it's great that we have this system, and I'm glad that's universal, unlike our alphabet system.
Yeah.
But still, and there were great scholars, don't get me wrong, in the Arab world, but a lot of them were secular.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of the great scholars of old in the Christian world and the Jewish world were very religious.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. My friends, I'm so excited about the great ramifications of this war. I believe that we are going to see regime change in Iran without Americans or Israelis forcing it, simply creating the ground to allow it to happen. And when it does happen, and it will, what will the Democrats think then, right?
Yeah.
What will the progressives and the far left and so on? Will they pretend it didn't happen?
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. Because time will eventually pass. It'll be a decade from now. And God willing, Iran will be a great country again. And then they'll forget how they resisted the American war against Iran and how they were championing the evil mullahs of the day. They'll somehow just wish it all away.
Yeah.
It never happened. But isn't that the way with the Democrats? Hasn't this always been the way? They can never see past 5 minutes behind them and 5 minutes ahead of them. So once 5 minutes goes, that's it.
Yeah.
It's a whole new breeding ground for them of all sorts of other conspiracies and contempts of the American right and the American concept of America altogether. Well, God bless America. God bless the American troops. God bless Israel. God bless the IDF. Thank you for this very important work that you're doing. We are behind you. I know that so many Americans are behind this. So many European countries are now behind this. And despite any polls that you see that somehow the Americans are not for this war, that they right away have an opinion right away, trust me, be cynical, okay? We want to end this Iran, okay? People do get war weary, I get it, but not after 4 days, okay? Maybe after 4 years, they'll say, hey, look, it's been a long time. Can we wrap this up? I get that. But that's not happening. I don't believe it for a second. They see how horrible the Iranian regime has been in the past 47 years, and they won't even give it 4 days.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. It's too easy to skew these polls.
Yeah.
And we know that they've done it with the political polls before. What was it in Iowa? I think it was, right? They claimed that Kamala Harris was 13 points ahead.
Oh God, yeah.
And she lost by 5 points or something. It's kind of a swing there.
Yeah.
So I don't trust polls anymore. It's certainly not polls that don't make sense to me.
Right.
All right, folks. Thank you for listening, and thanks for liking our show. Please also subscribe. We're very excited to have you on board. This is going to be a great few months coming up.
Yeah.
And God willing, we're going to see some great changes in Iran, the beginning of a whole new generation. In the meantime, it's Barak Lurie signing off saying God bless, be strong, and we'll talk with you next week.